Oh my God, girl, is that YBS Village? He's so fine.
Hey, Roy, they check on my brother. Nigga, I stutter. Sorry, just love you on scene. Yeah, she want another. I ain't no sucker. Got these girls be like me. Make you mad, they wanna fight me. I'm a heavy hitter, don't you be lightly. Oh my God, we on my team.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Robertson is out there with Allen. Then it's Kareem, and then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. And that's rejected by Jabbar. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Durant at the elbow. And the layup is good.
Boy, how about the outstanding hustle from Durant? I mean, getting out on the break as soon as the ball was headed the other way. The more bodies going up court, the better.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. You're much better off making him go to the line.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Irving. The wide open look for Durant. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Yeah, you know, one thing about being a great scorer, you draw a lot of defensive attention. And there, Irving takes advantage by finding an open teammate.
Pass to Jabbar. Robinson up top. Antetokounmpo, a screen on KD. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Now here's Irving. Outside Kid. And that's rejected by Jabbar. Johnson finds Giannis. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Pass to Petrovic. Over Johnson. Petrovic's shot is off. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Johnson attacking. Can't hit from in close.
You will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Durant, no good. Down low, Lopez with the steal. Here's Petrovic. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Petrovic's J, pure. A thing of beauty.
Johnson, the pass to Jabbar. And Kareem throws it down.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Kidd kicks to Irving. Lopez sets a screen for Irving. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's the floater. Here's Johnson. No good. Good defense by Kidd.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Petrovic is one of those guys that just knows how to score the ball. Finds the bottom of the net more times than not.
Vince Carter, he's checked in for Petrovic. Now here is Carter. Lets a floater go. Inside, here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by the Nets.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate and embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo. Goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. Now here's Kidd. hasn't made one yet. Here's Lopez, and that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. They're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Johnson. Allen finds Giannis. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Carter. Another shot. The shot is good off the backboard. Abdul-Jabbar's got his second basket.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Johnson in the corner. Here's the teardrop. And it's sent back by KD. Irving against Allen. Pass to Lopez. Shoots over Johnson. Lopez, no luck. Milwaukee leading by 4. Right side, Antetokounmpo. The rebound by KD. And so it's Brooklyn with it. And Carter has it in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc.
The defense has to crowd Carter. Even as the pass is coming his way, you can't let him have any space.
It's Giannis with the drive. No good on the shot. Good D by Lopez.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Carter with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. A nice shot by Carter. Carter's got 5 points so far.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And Giannis gets it to go.
Good luck against Giannis in the paint. Get out of the way is probably your best option.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem throws it down.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Milwaukee on top. They're up by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooter.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
They've got Carter. Irving is out there with Irving. And there's Buck Williams. And it's Coleman in at the 4. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Irving knows exactly when to let that shot go. He's a knockdown threat from deep for sure.
Brooklyn trailing. Here's Irving. And the shot falls short this time.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Here's Irving. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. Middleton with it. He's picked up by Irving, and Vince Carter picks up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Petrovic is checked in for Brooklyn.
Now into the lineup for your Nets.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Irving against Middleton. Back to Monkliff. Just 5 on the clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Nice bit of trickery there from Chris Middleton. He knows exactly how to effectively use that shot fake.
Shooting 2.
And so he hits both. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 2. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. A special move before the shot. Irving's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yep, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Robertson outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And just able to score in so many ways. Robertson puts the defense there in an impossible situation.
KD's checked in for Vince Carter.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Middleton, the pass to Baker. Back to Middleton. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And when you have a big man carrying as much of the load as he has, it just makes things so easy for the rest of your team. Completely deserving of the award.
Coleman's comfort level inside clearly on display, which is why his guys have confidence in him down there.
Monkliff, Petrovic with the rebound. The Nets with the lead. Over Monkliff. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. From deep three-point land, can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Brooklyn with the ball. Irving kicks to KD. No good with the layup.
I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done. Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And the whistle blows. It's going to on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Carter comes in for Irving. Jason Kidd is subbed in for Irving. Here's KD. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Giannis. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. KD passes to Kidd, and that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Robinson goes in. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that one.
The Nets making a switch here. Martin's checked in, and Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Now Kidd. Still yet to score. Pass to Carter. Martin with a screen on Johnson. Here's Carter. Trying to find Martin. He's got it now.
Got to be aware of where Kareem is now. He's an intimidating, effective presence protecting the rim.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Coleman's checked in for the Nets.
Yeah, you know, the Greek Freak is extremely versatile. He's a 5-position player and does all of it at an elite level.
The shot's good from Carter.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Antetokounmpo, no good. It's the Nets now. Here's Petrovic. Another one falls for Brooklyn. 1:07 left now here in the second. Johnson dishes to Robinson. Back to Johnson. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Giannis. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Count that one. Abdul-Jabbar's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
Well, you see the toughness and the instincts of Jabbar. I mean, always a threat for these second chance opportunities.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
And Ray Allen gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Lopez, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Irving comes in for Carter. Outside Kidd, pass to KD. To the paint, here's Lopez. A putback, it's good on the putback.
Watch out now. Lopez crashing in to put it home.
Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against the Detroit Pistons. Abdul-Jabbar, and Kareem throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bucks lead by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not. Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So, Kenny, as the point guard here, I want you to rank our handles.
Okay, obviously.
Well, coming back to the game of the night, the Bucks find themselves in a close one.
I like how they've been hitting the boards, man. Playing real hard. That's great.
And that'll do it for
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Really an incredible game from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
On the court for the Bucks, Allen is out there with Robinson. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Johnson, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the center position. And Johnson with the stuff.
Excellent effort that time from Johnson to get that shot up and down through contact.
Out to the wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Brooklyn shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Irving surveying the floor. Kidd passes to Petrovic. Some solid defense from Robinson.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Outside Irving. Lopez outside. Lets it go with the three. And the Nets miss again.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Durant hand delivers the transition bucket.
Sweet mid-range jumper for Kevin Durant. He's dialed in wherever he shoots it from.
And Durant sends it back. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Here's Kidd out to KD. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Antetokounmpo finds Abdul-Jabbar. Lopez with the block.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
Irving's shot is good.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Giannis outside. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's good on the way in. Antetokounmpo's got the game tied up here for the Bucks. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Ray Allen gets the whistle. That's his third foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. Lopez outside. Pass to Petrovic. And here is Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Durant always ready to throw it down. You can't let him get close to the rack.
Durant. That's good. And Robertson with the assist.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Kidd against Robertson. Kidd passes to Durant. Outside for Kidd. 17-foot shot on the way.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
And the shot is good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
The 15-footer. Middleton can't get it to go. Brooklyn trailing, and it's Lopez at the elbow. Goes back up. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Sidney Monkliff.
The big fella, Lopez, able to weather the hit and make it happen.
Vince Carter, he's checked in for Petrovic. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Monkliff the pass to Baker. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. To the middle. Here's KD. KD, so efficient in there.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Red. Pass to Monkliff. Irving with the steal. All alone. And Irving throws it down.
Check out Dr. Swag. Irving just rockets down the court. The moment he gets the ball, he is off and running.
There's 1:40 left in the third quarter of the game. Red misses. Nets leading by 5. Outside Kidd. Here's Irving. The rebound by Baker. Here's Milwaukee now, and Jason Kidd picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Coleman's checked in for Brooklyn. Irving comes in for Kevin Durant. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. .124 left in the third quarter. And stolen by Irving. Here's Kidd. Johnson with the block. Allen in the post, covered by Irving. They get it back. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And when Kareem's got it going like this, just let him go to work. Feed the beast and let him eat.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
The Nets making a switch here. Van Horn's checked in.
I tell you, it's so amazing to see how much raw talent Kyrie Irving has. Just seems like that ball is part of it.
Allen finds Antetokounmpo. Abdul-Jabbar on the wing. Antetokounmpo, no good. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And Irving is one of the most gifted players we've ever seen. I mean, who still continues to play at a high level.
The Nets making a switch here. Anderson's checked in.
And you've got to be more careful in that situation. That's his 5th foul, and now he's walking a fine line. And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Petrovic is checked in for Irving.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Here's Irving. And the Nets miss again. Giannis kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Tipped away. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Durant is out there with Carter. Then there's Petrovic. Then there's Irving. And it's Coleman in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Their usual strong work at the line has been on display here tonight. Then again, they almost never have an off night at the stripe.
Irving passes to Carter. Takes the 3. The rebound by the Bucks.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
Rising up. That's why they call Johnson the slammer.
Irving against Allen. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've made the offense uncomfortable, creating turnovers with the defensive pressure and cashing in on the other end.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations. As the pure athleticism, Allen gets it done inside.
Here's Petrovic. Here's Durant. Milwaukee with the rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And Johnson with the stuff.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Reds checked in. The Bucks trail. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Red misses. Carter with the three. Sinks the triple.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Here he goes. Red picks to Robertson. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Giannis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kevin Durant.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Brooklyn.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Irving drives in. Basket good.
Boy, he's got outstanding balance. Kyrie Irving is so good at converting through contact. For a little guy, he's one of the best I've seen.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Irving comes in for Kevin Durant. Jason Kidd is subbed in for Vince Carter. Jabbar in the post. Lopez is there. Giannis inside. That's where Giannis wants the ball.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Stolen. Shoots from 14, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket.